Hey gamers, it's Lychee here. So the new Cinnamoroll game has been out for a couple days now. I have been playing absolutely non-stop. If you're on this video, by the end, you will know everything about this game and be a total expert. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing, most important thing, is how to join the game. As you can see, I am in my town with my cafe. Here is one entrance to Cinnamoroll's Cloud Cafe. You can also head into the city and there is a portal there, which I will show you. Okay, so if you guys have played before, you know that the entrance to Kuromi from the city is here and the entrance to Dessert Party from the city is behind this block. But the entrance for the new Cinnamoroll game is on this side. So basically when you come up the escalators, you can just turn left here and enter Cinnamoroll's Cloud Cafe. Okay, so we are inside the game. First off, let's go over the general rules. So if you guys forget these, you can hit this question mark button up here in the corner. Basically, there are 3 things that you can do, which is help customers order, serve customers, and clean up. And how do you make meals is checking out the menu, making the orders, complete the orders. And finally, when you earn coins, you can exchange them. So this is pretty general and I'm gonna go over everything in more detail. I think a couple other important things to remember is that, first of all, this is a cooperative game. So you can see here in Cinnamoroll's Cafe right now, I'm working with 5 other people, so 6 people total on the board. It's not like Kuromi where you're kind of like antagonistic towards other people and you're trying to get them or something like that. You guys are all actually working together in this game, so everybody is pretty much on the same team. The other point of the game is not to win, there's no timer, anything like that. Basically, all you're trying to do is grind coins for the most part. There's nothing else that's extremely important here. There's no way to die, get hurt, lose money, anything like that. So here's the most important part, which is how do you get these Cinnamoroll coins? I think they're called cinnamon coins officially. They're blue coins that have these little pink cinnamon buns on top, and this is actually how you exchange for any of these special Cinnamoroll items. So how do you earn these coins? There's basically 4 ways I found that you can gain the coins. The first thing that you can do is greeting customers in order to earn coins. So as you can see, I'm here by the entrance and the Cinnamoroll Cloud hot air balloon has landed and it drops off new customers that are coming to visit that cafe. So when you notice this happening, you can basically come back into the cafe and wait behind the registers. And when you're here, if you interact with the customer, you can basically get 1 coin for acknowledging them and greeting them. If you see them with this question mark thing above their head, you can interact with them. You can also see in the back the balloon when it shows up, so you can understand when new customers are coming. Great, so now that I'm in the front of the cafe, let me go over the other ways to earn coins. So you can pick up an item when it comes through on the pickup counter and you can see who had ordered that item. So it looks like Girl in a Melody Hat and also Peckle. So you should be able to walk around the cafe and basically look for either one of them that you can serve. So I think, is this Melody Hat Girl? No, it's actual Melody. Is that Peckle? Yeah. So when you find him, you basically can serve him, and by doing that, you can get 2 coins. And the last task that you can do up here is if you see someone who has left the cafe and their empty cup is here, you can press F and basically get 1 coin for clearing that away also. And Peckle is done, so I'll clear his plate as well. So these are the 3 ways that you can earn coins while working in the front of the cafe. It's somewhat slower, although it is pretty easy since you don't actually have to think too hard about anything. You just have to be in the right place at the right time to serve customers, greet customers, all of that. Just going around and clearing things away is a pretty fast way to get some easy coins. So I would say once in a while, depending on who you're playing with, this is a pretty good strategy. Okay, so let's move on to the kitchen part. So at first I was pretty confused about what was going on here because there's a lot of stuff. Basically, as you can see on the walls on the sides of the cafe, there's a bunch of different recipes. So just to do an example, let's make a tea. So it looks like you get an empty cup, you get some leaves and put it on top of the teapot and you come out with tea. So here are the empty containers. You can find cups, baking pans, and frying pans. So let's go ahead, grab a cup, Here's the items for drinks, so coffee, tea, and fruit slices. And let's get the tea. And all we have to do is put those items down. Great, so as you can see, we put the items in and there's a little loading bar. When it's completed, just grab your new tea off of the side and I have a perfect cup of tea. So you can see up on the top here what things are getting ordered. And for example, all of the blue things are drinks, all of the yellow things are food items. So let's match it up and see what we have. We have this base tea done already, but someone has ordered an iced tea, so we have to go add ice to what we have right now. Ice is over here on this side, so let's just grab that, and now we have an iced tea to put at the serving window. So when you do this, you can get up to 8 coins. For some of the more simple recipes, you can only get 5 coins. So I would suggest like doing the more complicated ones, even though it's slightly more annoying. So let me do another example on drinks. So let's get coffee and a cup. And this one here is the coffee machine. So let's load those 2 items in. And here we go, we got a coffee. Let's check the board again. And it looks like we have something which is whipped cream. So you can see all of the additions on this counter here. So we added that and it's an espresso. Let's go serve it. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have the hang of drinks, let's try some of the other things. Let's do this simple cupcake. So all you have to do is get this baking pan. You can come to this thing which dispenses dough, and then we know that we want a cupcake. So let's get the cupcake shaped dough and let's go put this in the oven and wait for that. Okay, let's grab that and serve it. Perfect. So as you can see, since that was a simple recipe, it was 5 coins. Let's also do a pancake so I can show you guys how to use the frying pan also, but this is a pretty similar idea. Pancakes, and then instead of bringing it over to the ovens, we bring it over to the stove. Grab that, serve it. Perfect, 5 coins. So that's the basics on how to make different items in the kitchen. Another thing that we should be careful of is that for the food items, which are yellow, we made some simple ones, but if you get a more complicated one like this one, you would actually have to grab the cinnamon and whipped cream before it goes into the oven. So be sure to get all of the items that you can in the right order also. A couple more random things in this section that we definitely need to go over. So what happens if you make a drink that someone doesn't want? So I'm gonna make just like a random drink, which is fruit smoothie, I guess. And if no one has ordered that, basically they will not let you put it in the serving counter. So I have this milkshake and I'm not gonna, oh, it looks like someone actually ordered that. But basically there's this section here called pre-cooked counter. If you look at this, this might be items that you made that don't have anyone who ordered them in the top right now. So when you see an item like that, they actually won't let you serve it and get like coins for it. So if you try to serve it, it will basically give you this sort of pop-up which says non-menu items cannot be placed. Do you want to discard this item? So if you already went through the work of making the item, you don't really want to throw it out. So you can basically leave it here at this pre-cooked counter and wait for it to appear on the menu. So that's what this counter is for. Something else you can do is throw away items if they become weird. So let me just make up a random item. Let's say frying pan, toasted slices, and honey. I don't know if this is a real item. Actually, that sounds kind of good. Okay, it's not a real item. So as you can see, I got something which says strange. It's green and has this kind of like bad odor coming off it. They're definitely not going to let you serve this item because it's not a real recipe. And that's what these trash cans are actually for. So you can actually just throw away and get rid of this strange item. And let me show you guys another fun example, which is what happens if you don't get your items. So let's say that I put this dough in the oven and I'm waiting here, but let's say I run away and just start doing something else random. If I keep waiting, this thing is actually going to go on fire. So as you can see, there's this exclamation point. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, look, but the fire is so cute and pretty. So what you need to do is get a fire extinguisher. You can see them around the walls of the cafe. So I got my fire extinguisher. I think I'm just kind of like aiming it at the thing. And you can see that the loading thing is just slowly ticking away. That loader screen just like shows when you can get a new fire extinguisher, basically. Yeah, I think it just goes away after a while, so now I don't need the fire extinguisher, and that's basically how you deal with a burning item. Also, there's this sink in the corner where you can wash your hands. Honestly, I haven't found a real reason to do that besides it just being for fun. You don't get coins or anything. I haven't figured that part out. If you guys know what's going on with the sink or if it's just for fun, leave it in the comments because I don't really know. Okay, so that's everything about the kitchen side. I'm going to show you some other stuff as well. So as you can see, there's the staff room here. There's actually this set of lockers where you can interact with a certain locker that has the position, and you can get like a chef hat. So if you want to work in the kitchen and wear a cool hat, you can do that. You can also wear a server apron and a hat where if you're working in the front, you can do that as well. And if you don't want to wear the outfit anymore, you can just like remove this. I don't think there's any real benefit to doing it, except maybe the other people working, the other players that are working with you can like recognize you better and what role you're doing. But that's pretty much it. I don't think there's any other real reason, but I thought I'd show you guys. And then in this area, there's a bunch of different like seating and chairs and stuff. There's a huge TV that you can turn on or off. Also, no real coins or anything, just kind of cool. And then in this back office here, you can close this door actually, which is funny. I'm gonna open again. It's a huge door, by the way. This door is so big. But you can actually come and sit at this computer and you can see what are the items that you guys are selling a lot of. And we can see that in this cafe, we sold 59 milkshakes and we have over 2,000 customers today. So I don't know, again, what the purpose of this is, but kind of cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it on this side. One more tip that I have for you guys, as you can see, I'm running kind of slow right now. If you press the same command that you do for the skateboard in the city, which for me is Q on a keyboard, you can actually like double up your running speed, which really makes serving and making food items feel a lot like faster and more efficient. The last thing is we definitely need to know how to exchange all of the coins that we work so hard for the items. So if you're curious about what the lineup of items are, we pass them here outside of the cafe. I think that they are actually rotating because you don't see all of them in the store at the same time. So let's head back to the town really quickly. Okay, so to get to the store, it's very similar to Bowcoin Store or Magic Candy Store. Just come to the entrance of the game, talk to the NPC at Cinnamoroll Exchange Store, and you will get the pop-up for trading items. So this seems pretty similar to Kuromi Shop, where you can trade for money, for gacha tickets, but also there's one item that rotates out as a special thing every single day. So right now I have 243 cinnamon coins, which is not quite enough to get the rainbow arch. And you can see the refresh countdown for this third item, which changes to a different cinnamoroll item from the game every single day. So that's pretty much everything. I have been recording for like over half an hour now, so hopefully this was some useful information. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.